Jessica here with the Career and Business Guru, and I'm excited to be bringing you yet another vlog series. Today we'll be talking about getting you promoted. Now, my list is over here, so if you see me looking here, it's just to give you my thoughts. I organize them here on my computer. I don't want to be all over the place, so I apologize for that in advance. Okay, so do you want to be promoted? Who wouldn't want to be promoted? You don't want to be stuck in the same position. You want to move up the ladder. So just keep on watching. Okay, so here are 10 practical tips to get you promoted. Tip number 1, know your job and do it. I mean, that's a no-brainer, but that's the first thing you want to do. Don't let your manager have to tell you what you need to do. Don't be that employee that come in and like, okay, what am I going to do today? Go ask the manager, what should I do today? No, know your job. Know your job description and do it. That's the very least. Just know your job and do it. Okay, number 2, make sure you excel in your current role. Managers usually check performance reviews, metrics that they use to evaluate your performance, anything like that. They usually check that whenever they want to promote someone or when they're trying to promote from within. So ensure that you go above and beyond your job description. If you have to do something not because it's not in your job description, you're gonna be like, well, I'm not doing that. They're not paying me enough for this, or they're not hiring me. They didn't hire me to do this. You want to go above and beyond sometimes, when you have promotion in mind. Okay, number 3, punctuality is very important, and this is another no-brainer. You want to be punctual for work, and you want to ensure that you don't miss work often. So you don't want to be that employee that calls out of work all the time or calls in sick all the time. You want to be there. It has to be like, extreme, where you cannot make it to work, and ensure that you're on time, because that's another thing that they look at. From experience, I know they look at your punctuality, your performance. They're gonna look at those are two big things, and how often you call out of work. So keep that in mind. Number 4, make yourself available. What do I mean by make yourself available? Be that employee that they could call and say, hey Jessica, okay, can you come in earlier today? Yes, be ready and willing and be excited about it too. Don't be like, oh, they always call me to come in earlier. No, you don't want to be that. You want to be available. Make yourself available for them to use you when they need you. You want to be the employee that say, okay, can you stay over later today? We have a rush. Or yes, you could do it. You want to make yourself available to your employer whenever they need you, because they wouldn't ask you if it's not critical. They didn't need you. Okay, number 5, be a team player. Another no-brainer, but I'm gonna let you know, be a team player, and preferably if you can lead a team leader, if you can. But if you can, just work with the team, work well in team, because sometimes you're in an organization and there's this one employee that nobody wants to work with. They'll be like, they're gonna put you on a project with her. I'm like, no, I don't want to work with her. Don't be that employee. Be the one that they could say, okay, Jessica works well with people, so I will promote her. She works well with people. She's a good leader. Whenever we have team projects, she takes she's just a team player. You want to be a team player. All right, moving right along. Number 6 is you want to continue to further your education. And what I mean by this is, say for example, you currently have an associate degree, and the position above you require a bachelor's degree. You don't want to just sit and not further, just sit with your associate. You want to keep, if it's financially possible and you could, further your education, just continue. Go for your bachelor's, go for your master's, your PhD, whatever, just move up the ladder if you can. I mean, if you can't, sometimes they will look at your experience and other things to promote you, but if you can, try to further your education. And even within your organization, they always have training to move up to that next ladder. I remember a job that I had, you know, whenever they're going to promote you, they had certain program they call like achieve programs, and you have to go into that program to move up to the next level. So even if, you know, they're not even thinking about promoting you yet, you could say, okay, can you put me in that program, so you know when the position becomes available, you're already ready. So keep that in mind. Keep furthering your education. All right. Number 7, take the initiative. Ask how you could help. So, you know, don't sit and wait for them to come and say, do this. If you see something, you know, that can be done, you know, take the initiative and go and say, all right, I think that we could do this way. You know, voice your opinions, voice your ideas. Take the initiative and say, Mr. Manager, Mr. So-and-so, can I help in this way? And, you know, whichever way that you see that you could stand out, you know, among your fellow co-workers, you know, just take initiative and do that. All right, we're almost finished. Number 8, follow through on assigned tasks. Now, this is very important because managers want to know that they can depend on you. So let them know that they could depend on you. So if they give you a project with a deadline for, say, Friday, and they come to you Friday, don't tell them that, oh, I'm not finished yet, this come up. No, follow through with your assignments. Or say, for example, say they have an event and they say, bring the water to the event, and it's a hot day outside, and you show up to the event with no water. Can you imagine a scenario like that? You know, so whatever task you're assigned, follow through on that task. And number 9, be a problem solver. Solve problems, not just point the problem out. So if you see something that's wrong and you go to your manager and say, hey, I see this wrong. No, you want to change the way that you go towards them. Go to them and say, okay, I see this is wrong, and I think that if we do this, we could fix it. So you want to be the problem solver. You don't want to just go and say, nag your manager and say, okay, the AC is out. For example, you know, say, okay, the AC is out, and I called the technician and he says he's gonna be here at 3. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you want to solve a problem if you can. I mean, if you cannot and you have to let them know, you know, you let them know, but try to, you know, solve problems if you see where you can. And last one, welcome feedback with a smile. Take constructive criticism and take ownership and responsibility for whenever you do something wrong, because we're all human. And if you mess up at work and your boss, you know, come to you and say something, don't be like, oh, defend yourself or whiting you or whatnot. You know, just take what they say and smile and use it to further yourself or better yourself. So these are the 10 tips that we want to give to you whenever you know you want to be promoted. These are our 10 tips. And keep this in mind. Managers like to hire from within. You know, employees, they like to hire from within because it's expensive to hire a person. It's expensive to hire, to train, and then if the person just leaves. So they want people that are gonna stay with them and gonna move up in their organization anyway. So just keep that in mind. So they want to promote from within. So just follow these, you know, specific tips, and they're very practical. Follow them, and we're sure that you could impress your boss and get promoted. Stay tuned on our vlog series. Good night.